Hey, so if you're a sixth form student at the moment, or you're about to go off to university over the next few years, and you keep hearing the term artificial intelligence thrown around, or even machine learning, then this video is for you. We're going to be discussing some simple methods to get into machine learning and learn the basics before you go off to university. And I'd really encourage listening if you're going off to university to study STEM, because if there's data within a subject, then there will be machine learning. There will be techniques to explore that data further using the roots of the techniques that build up artificial intelligence. But yeah, let's dive into things. Firstly, if you haven't heard of machine learning before, then it's not this. I actually tried to sort of recreate this in the lounge, so I might clip to that. Okay, thanks for coming through to the lounge, guys. This is Machine Learning 101. We're going to try and improve your predictions so we can better help the humans. And to start off, we're going to be learning algebra. Okay, this is really going to go over your heads, isn't it? Only Alexa really has a chance. And now she's not even concentrating. Alexa, please concentrate.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Oh, great. Okay, class dismissed. Okay, hopefully you didn't find that too cringy. But yeah, let's dive into things talking about AI. I'm going to be starting off level 1, level 2, level 3. Level 1 is MeMo, and I'm going to switch the laptop to show you this. Yep, so level 1 is MeMo. This is basically Duolingo but for computer science. It provides some really great resources and different learning tracks for learning the different aspects of computer science. I know when I first started programming, I was really confused about what to actually start with, what front end meant, back end meant, full stack, Python, the different languages. To start with, if you're interested in AI, you start off with Python. As it says there, you can work towards making simple web applications and hopefully artificial intelligence apps. And yeah, if you're interested, you potentially explore further. If you're interested in data, SQL is it's quite a simple course just to get your head around, 6 to 8 hours, and you can be done and dusted quite quickly. If you're heading into STEM, I'd really recommend checking this out, or just I discuss it in some of the later parts of this video, just doing a basic programming course before going off to university, because if you're going to go into a STEM degree post university, most likely it will have some level of programming in it. And whilst you're at university, there will be some modules which will be programming focused, and you don't want to be someone that's daunted at taking these because you don't know a thing about it. As level 2 to getting into machine learning slash AI, you don't need to fully understand everything, all the different aspects of it, but it's really good to actually have an overview of the different subjects within machine learning. Uh, this is a graphic from a talk series that I'm doing at sixth forms in the UK. And yeah, the three main branches of it are unsupervised learning, supervised learning, and reinforcement learning. The unsupervised learning, the difference between unsupervised learning and supervised learning is that when you're inputting this data to train, with supervised learning, each data point has a respective data label. You're providing that additional information so that you can build this model. And then, whereas unsupervised learning, you're actually just inputting lots of data and using different methods to to understand that data better. Within supervised learning, you have classification, which is where the label is a name, such as in computer vision, you will be identifying maybe things within a picture. Is this a cow, a sheep, a horse? Whereas regression, what you're actually doing is mapping it onto a number, a metric, such as this example here is estimating life expectancy. You'll have different features, and you'll be inputting training data and these different features for estimating life expectancy might be, does this person smoke? How much do they drink per week? Currently, how old are they? And you will input lots of training data with how long that person has lived for, or maybe using a current model, what their estimated life expectancy currently is. And then you will train that model based on that, and then it will create a model that predicts a number, the distinction for regression. With unsupervised learning, one of the main methods there is clustering, which is where you just input lots of data and it creates different clusters. You will sort of decide, okay, create 4 clusters, differentiating and deciding which are the most important parts, and working from there. And then the other part is dimensionality reduction. So if you just have data that just has so many different dimensions, different features, different things that are relevant, then you may need to reduce that down to work on the model. If anything, it's not really its own branch, it's more complementary to clustering, but this is what the graphic is. And then the last part is reinforcement learning. This is the part that is most interested by academics. Academics are most interested by, and that is basically where the software tries something and then learns from its mistakes, and then tries again, learns from its mistakes. Let's think of one of those sort of Hoover robots that you get when they're just going around the room and then bump into something and they slowly build up a graph, a map of the actual room. And yeah, if you're a keen bee in fighting machine for level 3, we're going to be looking at the UK Olympiad in artificial intelligence. It's quite a new thing, but I really like it. They've just done the competition for this year, and people have been told if they're getting interviews at the moment. But yeah, you can register for next year. They have really great resources. Just introduction to Python, you can look at that too. This is machine learning by Stanford. It's a 20 lecture series on YouTube, each an hour to an hour and a half, and you can play around with some of the other resources too. They offer some sample papers on the International Olympiad AI, and you can play around with that. And I think they've just taken the resources from this website and put them on here. And they've got some more on NLP and computer vision. Sample problems here. Obviously, if you're not based in the UK, then have a look at the international one and see if there's one in your respective country. And the actual International Olympiad takes place in August. So that's coming up over the next few months. And that's obviously for pre-university students. Okay, thanks for watching that video. Hopefully you found it educational, and even if it's not relevant to you, you feel like you've learned something. For those that don't know me, my name is Tom Richardson. I work as a data and machine learning engineer in London, and I'm going to be making more of these videos over the next few months just to provide education to people about artificial intelligence that don't know anything and they're quite intimidated, or they just want to learn more. But yeah, thanks for watching.